We continue to celebrate women who make this world a better place, and our first guest is fighting for climate justice. Zainab Salvi is a humanitarian and author with a new book highlighting trailblazing women who make the world a greener place. Welcome.
Thank you. Great being here. Thank you,
Yeah,
Desiree.
we're excited to have you on, and I wanted to ask you if you could tell us about your new book, Rebel Girls Climate Warriors.
Well, Rebel Girls is series, and this one is Climate Warriors. It's all about girls empowerment and showing girls the potential of what they have done, what they can do, and what other girls around the world have done to change the world. In this series, in this one, is Climate Warriors. You know, there's a lot of talk about climate change, and it's always depressing discussion. What we're actually featuring is women and girls who have actually done something about it, from Greta Thunberg, which we all know, who
Mhm.
demonstrated and brought it to world leaders' attention, to Namente Nanguemo, an Ecuadorian woman who preserved and protected 7 million acres of land in the Ecuadorian Amazon, to Winona LaDuke, an indigenous woman in America who protected and preserved land in this country as well. So it's featuring all girls and women who have done something about this earth and to protect it, and calling out all girls to join us and do something as they move on in their lives.
Oh, I like this so much. Just that positive take about girls who are making an impact. And for young girls to read this, what inspired you to write this series?
Well, I'm also the co founder of Daughters for Earth, and this is how this came about. And I realized in looking at what's happening with women and climate change, according to the UN, women are going to be impacted the most by climate disasters, you know, displacement, food securities. They are actually also leading efforts in the grassroots all over the world to protect and preserve Earth and do regenerative agriculture, which is to put as much good in the earth as we take out of it for our food. And yet, no one knows about these women and girls who are doing all these amazing work that is actually, doing good and helping us all. So we got together and we said, let's feature them, let's celebrate them. And it's not only featuring them and celebrating them and honoring them, let's put more support in there behind them. And this is the Daughters for Earth commitment, to put more resources behind women who are working on climate change. But also, let's ask all girls to be part of the solutions. You know, you can contribute in so many ways. Of course, you can contribute financially, but then also there are so many tips of how one girl can make a difference. You know, whether it is using local flowers and weeds as a way to decorate, or recycling old T-shirts and make a new one, or whether to eat more vegetables. There are ways for everyone to make it part of our lives, to contribute this earth in a positive way and in a celebratory way. And we all need to show up in this moment, as you know. It's not only the big governments and the corporation, it's us as individuals. And my experience as the co-founder of Daughters for Earth is that when women get together, they get things done. And when girls get together, they get things done. And that is what we're celebrating with Rebel Girls in Climate Warriors.
Oh, wow. We can just hear the passion that you have for this, and it's exciting to hear, and that you're wanting to really inspire young girls to make that change. And what activities can be found in the book, Climate Warriors, and the Rebel Girls app?
All kinds of activities. You know, one example is we have an example of how you can recycle old t-shirts and make a new one out of it, you know, and it's very simple tips that I give it to my nieces, and that they've, been doing it. They're another example of how we can eat more green smoothies and more greens in our diet. Another example, how to use all tote bag and decorate them in a new ways. There are ways, some spring is happening, and there's so many ways one can garden and in ways, and how we garden in ways without using chemicals, and we apply regenerative agriculture and do composting and all of these things, small tips that
Yes.
girls can do but their families can do as well. So I encourage everyone to go and check out Climate Warriors with Rebel Girls, and you'll find all these exciting stories, bedtime
Yes.
stories, girls empowerment, but also gives tips for everyone to be part of the solution. And I advise everyone to join at daughtersforearth.org for also ways in which how you can activate women's power and all
Ooh.
their daughters and all their children for our Mother Earth.
Oh man, so exciting. I'm going to make sure I let our viewers know where they can go for more information. You can follow them on Instagram at Rebel Girls.